What is going on, world-class athlete? Do you want to be able to crush your two-handed backhand as hard as you want and still feel really consistent, confident, and in control? That's exactly how I wanted to feel. But see, the challenge is with most players, because they don't understand the optimal technique that you're gonna learn in this video, there's a trade-off. When you try to hit really hard, you make these mistakes. But wouldn't it be great if you could try your very hardest and have all your balls go in? I believe this is 100% possible for you by watching this video all the way to the end to master the 3 sections. In number 1, you're gonna learn exactly where you should be making contact on your backhand that allows you to generate that effortless power and massive topspin, giving you that consistency. In the second section, you're gonna learn exactly how to create that pro two-handed backhand racket flip, just like Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, and why it's the key to truly having that consistent pop and crazy power on your backhand. Lastly, we're gonna close with 2 drills that are gonna automatically allow you to develop this optimal technique, and I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit about my journey and how I was able to transfer my backhand. So world-class athlete, let's jump right in to the optimal contact. All right, world-class athlete, the first step for you to transform that two-handed backhand is to get the optimal contact. So let's go and pull out Djokovic from the rear angle, Nadal from the side. As you'll see, when they accelerate, they get this gorgeous racket flip, which you're gonna learn in the next section. But as they accelerate and go forward, you'll see that the left arm for Djokovic, the non-dominant arm, and you'll see with Nadal as a righty, the left arm is gonna be positioned straight in front of the body. Now, the reason why you really want to get that left arm straight is because it allows you to achieve 2 massive benefits on your two-handed backhand. Benefit number 1 is by having the left arm straight, it actually allows you to generate more spin. But why? The reason why is because watch the amount of surface area that my racket face covers from shoulder internal rotation with a straight non-dominant arm. Conversely, if I bend this arm in, look at the decline in surface area. This is creating less topspin, which is lost consistency. And it's such a common mistake that a lot of players make is when they try to get power on their backhand, they'll really tense up and overhit the ball just like that. Don't be that guy. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a drill to get that optimal contact. But now that you understand benefit number 1, and secondly, benefit number 2, is that by having the left arm or non-dominant arm straight, it allows you to generate more power from the big muscles of your body because it puts your arm in a position in front, which allows you to get more from the bigger muscles. All right, so now you understand about that contact. Let's jump right into that gorgeous racket flip. All right, world-class athlete, with that optimal contact mastered, you're gonna learn exactly how to execute that gorgeous racket flip. So the key checkpoint that you wanna look for when you take your racket back is you'll see with Nadal and with Djokovic, the racket tip is gonna be above the hands just like that. A really common mistake here is that players will start with their racket already in this low position. But the drawback of that is it doesn't allow you to create as much flip and therefore gives you less spin, less control, less effortless power, and less consistency. So the key checkpoint for you to look for is when you take your racket back, the racket tip is gonna be up just like that. The reason why this is so important is because with the racket tip position above the hand, when you initiate your leg drive by pushing off the right leg, rotating the torso, and pulling with the right, pushing with the left, it's gonna create this depth of racket flip. Now, the reason why this is so important and why we see every top player getting this gorgeous racket flip on their two-handed backhand is because when it flips, this allows you to generate way more of that internal rotation that we just talked about. So the exact checkpoint that you want to look for in the feel, like how should it feel? How does it feel to hit this at a really high level? Like, why is it so awesome? Why does it feel so amazing? The reason why is because I'm not trying to hit the shot by really tightening up, but rather just focusing on the technique. And that was truly the key from my transformation is instead of really trying like, oh my God, I gotta hit the shot. No, it's like, hey, let's feel great. Let's just hit the shot using the bigger muscles and you're gonna be totally in control. It's gonna feel awesome. The way to get that, after you achieve that perfect checkpoint, focus on, just like I talked about, driving the right leg, rotating the torso, pulling with the right, then with that left elbow, right? Focus on straightening it in getting the racket to travel up and away, which is gonna allow you to create that flip. So next time you're on the court, just remember, get that prep checkpoint, leg drive, up and away. All right, world-class athlete, you've mastered that contact, you mastered the flip. Let's close out with those 2 drills that's gonna accelerate your development and allow you to achieve the fastest results possible. All right, world-class athlete, let's close it out with 2 drills that are gonna allow you to develop and transform your backhand at the fastest possible rate. So in drill number 1, let's go ahead and pull out Grant number 2. What I want you to focus on is just prepping the racket with your non-dominant arm and really emphasize getting that left arm straight and generating that top spin motion, as well as hitting your shot in a closed stance pivot, because the closed stance pivot is gonna allow you to generate so much more spin. Then in drill number 2, what I want you to focus on is actually grip the racket with just your index finger, just like that. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna create so much more relaxation in your wrist and allow you to get that gorgeous racket flip just like that. Once you get comfortable and you've implemented those drills, you can drop feed yourself, work with a friend, or just hop on your ball machine and really start feeling that effortless pop, that top spin going forward into the shot just like that. All right, world-class athlete, that concludes this week's video. I had such an amazing time here with you shooting it, and I always want you to believe, finishing out every video, that you can reach a world-class level of performance on the court. No matter where you're at, no matter what has happened in the past, with the right information, with the right mindset, and believing that you can rise up to the highest levels of performance on the court, you can do this. If you want to do that faster or work with me one-on-one, you can click the link in the description. As always, I'll see you on next week's video. Let's go!